Hey everyone, this is something of a supplemental lecture that I do at the beginning of every semester when we have a new group of students for History 4000. And unlike the other videos, which are dealing with a particular subject matter, this video changes a little bit every semester, obviously, because we're reacting to the reflection assignments that were done. So what I've done is basically taken all of your different major points within the reflection assignments, kind of put them on this very rudimentary outline, and we will go through them because one of the goals of the reflection assignment was to get feedback from you and discuss your concerns going forward this semester. So some of you, I should say, kind of repeated concerns that your classmates had. And so I tried to encapsulate everything all together. And this will be a short video using Screencast-O-Matic, which in the free mode limits you to 15 minutes. So that's a good thing. That prevents your professor from rambling, sometimes incoherently, for longer than 15 minutes. I use this video for the introductions to the courses as kind of an overview of the syllabus and post them to each of the different classes, especially with the online classes where we can't sit down in a room and go over the syllabus, right there with a projector and all that other stuff. Okay, so here I am rambling incoherently as usual. So let's go through and look at some of the major issues that you brought up. The first is finding resources, and with each of these I've kind of put an answer or a proposed answer or something that hopefully would make you feel a little bit better or allay some of your fears going forward. This is a demanding class. It's a substantial assignment that you have to do, and that's expected because we want you as folks who get a degree from this institution to be prepared to do a number of different things. And that isn't necessarily in the field of history. You need to plan. You need to put together a project with objectives and a goal. You need to achieve those goals along the way. You need to do critical thinking. You need to be structured. And you need to, of course, achieve goals throughout this class, which are building assignments till you get to the major draft of the paper and then revising that rough draft. So maybe that addresses some of the time dedication issues, that we do have structured assignments, and that every week. Now I'm going to go back and flip up Moodle here because we have next week coming up, maybe a little bit of a preview, which is open now. You have your paper topic that are due, and a couple of you have sent some ideas my way. The biggest issue is to stay focused and not too broad in your topic. And to narrow your focus, make sure you go back into week 2 and watch the first video tutorial, the guide to choosing a topic. And also, and this is connected to that outline with the response to your reflection assignments, I'd like you to go and do the reading that's assigned. The book isn't there just for fun. It actually serves a couple of purposes. One of them is to connect reading as reinforcement to the things that I say in these tutorials, and that all of those assigned readings are connected directly to one of the assignments that you're going to have to do in the course of the semester. So this is an ebook. Just go scrolling through those pages, look at the subject lines within the book, because they address things like how to focus your research topic, how to draft a thesis. And for all these assignments, as I promised with the first intro video when we started the semester, I'm going to have a tutorial assignment that shows you examples and walks you through how to do the different aspects of the class objectives. So make sure you go and watch that video. There's an outline with it as well. Make sure that you follow the dates on the syllabus, because sometimes I record those videos in previous semesters. So the topic is the same, but the dates change because, again, every spring is a little bit different. So follow the due date on the syllabus in Moodle. For example, the first outline should have the paper topic date, which is going to be Monday of next week. Also, you'll see for next week, and it is open now, the library research consultation assignment, and this is what you need to do. And then a couple of weeks later, I guess the next week, you'll have it as kind of a discussion board post to answer, much like the reflection assignment. So you'll answer that there. Again, this is the time to start the meetings with the individuals on campus, whether it be Miss Anna, Megan, the director of libraries, Miss Donna over in the archives, or someone wherever you may be located. But those three folks are going to be very helpful because, especially with Anna, she is the director of research there. And so familiarity with the different library resources as far as not only physically what's there, but the databases she's going to be able to help you with. And again, these librarians are not going to pick a topic. They're not going to narrow the focus of the topic. That's on you to do that. You are to give them information and don't confront any of them with, well, I don't know what I'm going to do yet. No, you need to have some idea what you're going to do because they can't help you with the research and lead you into the direction of what databases that you'll need to use. So just keep that in mind. And that kind of addresses, I think, the first topic, finding the resources. These meetings can be done face-to-face. They can be done with any kind of video, WebEx, Teams, but phone call. And you're going to have to, in your assignment, after doing the meeting, you're going to talk about what you discussed and some of the other strategies by which you work with that particular librarian. And this isn't limited to one time. I know that these librarians give me feedback. Obviously, Anna is my wife, and so I get feedback that way as well. We talk about meetings with all of you. And one thing that comes up is that oftentimes students think this is a one-time. But you can meet more than once. You need to do it as a required assignment. But these folks are there to meet with you again. This is not limited to one time, like you can only meet once and then you're done. Yes, for the assignment, but no as far as a follow-up. In the case of Anna, this is what she does. So again, you can set up a time convenient for her around her own teaching schedule where she's again doing library instruction for other courses and for other professors. But again, this is not something that you only have to do one and be done with the whole process. And they are more than willing to work with you. This is what we do. This is what the librarians do. So keep that in mind. These are resources that you can use. Human resources in this case. Okay, so moving on here before we run out of time in this promised short video. The citations, I'm just going to say check your textbook. Your textbook in the back. Now, it's not a physical textbook, so it's not as easy to pick up and thumb through. But a lot of you mentioned History 3000 with Dr. Pellegrin. These skill sets that you got, you learned in that class, and now you need to dust them off and learn them again. Or just have a refresher on it. But the textbook in the back area has all of the citation methods, and that has to do with a bibliography and a footnote or endnote. Whatever you choose, okay? There is no right or wrong. There's only the wrong way to put the information in. But remember, and we'll go through this, there will be a video tutorial where I demonstrate how to do the citations, whether it be a footnote or endnote. So either one. Footnotes go at the foot of the page, endnotes go at the end of the paper. So, whichever one you want to do, that's totally up to you. But in addition to that, you also have to do a bibliography. There will be a tutorial for the bibliography. The way you enter information in a bibliography is different than a citation when it comes to a footnote or endnote. This is a common mistake made in final drafts of papers every semester. And I ask students at the beginning to make sure you have it correct, and people don't have it correct. So there's an order, let's say it that way. There's an order to which the information goes in. to a citation, which is different than a bibliography. Okay, you list the source of the bibliography once. You do it a certain way. Footnotes or endnotes are different. Okay, moving forward. Organization steps. There are strategies to follow. Again, read the book. There are, again, pertinent areas. We're not reading the whole book. The book also has in it, towards the back there, sample assignments. There is a sample research paper, an entire research paper. There's a sample outline, sample bibliography, all throughout there. There are also ways by which you organize yourself. You're going to be digesting a lot of information. Keep that in mind and keep yourself organized, whether that be writing down the sources where you got your information. If you're taking notes from a book, put it on a legal pad, put it on a file on your computer, put it on a note card. I don't know what you want to do. That's up to you. So consider that. But make sure you have the citations. As we know lately, not citations and lifting things that aren't yours. It's plagiarism. That's a big no-no. So keep all of your sources organized. Time dedication, I think I mentioned the assignments are structured. This is an online class. So this is why we have assignments regularly, so you don't disappear and I wonder where you went from the paper topic to the actual rough draft. This is why you keep these assignments. The bibliography. The book to be reviewed. The book review. It's a way for us to keep track of you and to do the assignments so that you know that you have to do this class. This is not something where we meet every week and I tell you, hey, next week y'all better turn in something. It's not going to work that way. Keep that in mind. Time dedication, we talked about. Narrow your focus. See the first video. Read the text. Understand that there are topics. You need to have a thesis. Okay, one of the examples from the book is, who was the first person to sign the Declaration? That can be answered in one sentence. The example they use is, okay, where did the artist who painted the famous scene of the signing get things right and wrong? Okay, that's the thing you want to focus on. So, your default position as students is going to be, oh my gosh, 12 to 15 pages. This has got to be a really broad topic. I better do the causes of the American Revolution. No. No. And no. Focus. Now, to one of your assignments, or one of you, I think, emailed me about something, I used the phrase time and place. So when you're talking about a broad topic, think about confining your research to a time and place, to Louisiana, to the colonial period, for example. Okay, to one particular group of Native Americans. There's another example, some of the ideas that have been bouncing around. Okay, so narrow your focus. I know that the idea is, oh my gosh, it's such a big project, it better be broad. No, it's going to be too big for you to tackle in 15 pages. The bibliography, there will be a separate video tutorial about. Okay, that's one of your early assignments. I'm going to show you how to organize a bibliography, and as I talk my way through it, you will see an example on the video of how to put the information in correctly. I will use an example of a bibliography I have completed. You'll see a lot of that in the course of this semester, whether it be an outline, thesis, and other things like that. Procrastination, obviously, this is a pretty lame joke by your humble professor, but I left the procrastination issue for last. Don't procrastinate. Don't get behind in the assignments. This class is structured for you to keep up. And remember, you're on your own. This is, again, a structured class, but at the same time, you have to be disciplined in keeping up with the assignments. Don't get behind. Don't push this to the back burner. Don't get lost in the semester. And I think that will be the key to dedicating a certain amount of time, a week, a day, to this class, and knowing what you have to do for your next assignment as you go along. So again, here are some of the things that you all touched on with your reflection assignments. I hope this was helpful. In the course of the semester, you'll also see pop-up Dr. McDonald, which will be a big block of me talking as a video intro each week. So look for those as well, and good luck going forward, everybody.